That's when you go. Yes, sir.
Can you switch strokes while you're swimming?
Yes, you can.
Any stroke goes.
Any stroke goes.
Doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle, that's just fine. Just be prepared for people to pass you.
How about how many people would be in a lane? Like 4? Like you said, people are going to
I'd say probably around 6 or 7. Every 10 seconds. Yeah.
So if you're not swimming for 50 minutes after 7:50, you just wait over in the pool area?
Just hang out.
So if you have a
Cheer
jacket
people
or
on.
something, just to keep warm, can you just leave it in the pool area if it's marked?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just pull it out when you come in?
The question was, can we leave stuff in the pool if we've got some time to wait and we just want to wait in the pool? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just come back in when you're done with your race and collect your stuff.
Just on the swim, people who are good swimmers and competitive swimmers, we do try and be really considerate of people in the water. And so, you know, if you're not an experienced swimmer, don't worry about it. Make it your race. Enjoy yourself in the water. And the competitive swimmers, people doing the flip turns, we know how to work it in the water, and we'll try and, you know, no one's going to really swim over you. But it's just, so whatever you got to do to get to the finish. But we'll try not to splash you too much and all that. So just, you know, don't let that freak you out, I think.
Yeah. The key is just keeping the anxiety level low. Yep. Again, if it's your first race, it's going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You'll get through the swim, then you can tear it up on the bike on the run.
The more you chill in the water, the better off. So enjoy it. Like I like how you said it's bath.
Yeah.
Bath before you run.
Warm-ups, I believe the light guards come on site at 6:30. So you'll have about 15-20 minutes to do warm-ups in the morning. Okay, moving on to the transition. Again, come in on that side. You're going to cross a set of timing mats. Only cross those when you're finishing the swim. Come through, get your bike. Before you run out on the run course or on the bike course, put your helmet on. First thing you should do, take your goggles off, put your helmet on, put your cycling shoes on, whatever. Walk or run your bike out to the street, okay? The bike mount dismount line is going to be right out in front here, okay? Do not get on your bike until after you cross that line. Does that make sense? So you can't get on your bike up in here and start riding downhill and take that turn and go out and do the bike course, okay? So just mount your bike after the mount dismount line. You're turning left out of here on Lake Newport, go up here to Reston Parkway, turn right. We're going to do 3 loops of this bike course, 4 miles long, okay? We basically have isolated an entire lane for that entire 4 miles. It's all coned off. We've got police at each intersection, at each light. We've got volunteers, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a relatively extremely safe bike course, okay? We've got people out there on motorcycles just keeping an eye on things. With that being said, tonight's a Saturday night. Somebody goes out, ties one on, and they're coming home at 7:30 tomorrow morning, okay? Just, you never know. I mean, yes, it's a closed bike course. You've got police out there, but if somebody's pulling out of their driveway, you can't control every single factor. So the best thing to do is keep your eyes open and no iPods. Do not even consider wearing an iPod, Walkman, Oakley Thumps, whatever, because you want to be able to hear cars coming up on the course. You know, they'll be coming up on the outside lane, passing by. You want to hear other athletes saying, "I'm on your left. I'm passing you." You want to be able to, you know, just hear the directions of the volunteers or the police while you're out there. So that's why we have the rule: no Walkman, no iPods. It's a DQ. It's not a penalty. It's a DQ. So if we catch them, you write your number down. It's a DQ. The other thing, talking about DQs, that they really wanted me to focus on today was trash. Okay, there was a race a couple of weeks ago that completely trashed a particular run course. The local folks were very upset about that. They're going to be very emphatic about taking numbers down for people that are littering, you know, goo containers, water bottles, things like that. It's a 2-minute penalty. If they catch you twice, it's a DQ. So, you know, that's why we've got trash cans. Out on the bike course, it's called abandonment of equipment. We've got plenty of trash cans on the run course. Drink your water, throw the cup in the trash can. Okay? That's what the trash cans are there for. Or at least in the close vicinity of that trash can. Don't run half a mile with a cup of water and throw it in somebody's front yard. That's not cool. So we also want to make sure that the people that go out in the morning with a cup of coffee to get the paper aren't faced with, you know, 400 paper cups in their front yard because that would irritate me, and I'm sure would irritate most of y'all. So just use the trash cans that are provided for the event tomorrow. That's the bike course. Stay to the right most of the time, even though it's a closed course. That way you can allow faster cyclists to pass you. Pass on the left, ride to the right as much as possible. No drafting. Drafting is when you ride one right behind the other. You suck off the other person's wheel. Also, no blocking. That's when you ride side by side and just chit-chat the entire 12 miles. Okay? Which is great if it's a Sunday morning way out in the country. This is a race tomorrow. Come back in, dismount your bike before the bike mount dismount line. Cross a set of timing mats, run back in, rack your bike. At that point, take off your helmet. When you make this last turn and you want to sit up, go, oh man, I just crushed the bike course. That's awesome. Don't take off your helmet and like ride in with no handlebar, no hands on the handlebars. Just don't be that cool. Just come in, make that turn, cross timing mats, rack your bike, put on your running shoes. You're going to go out and do the run course. The run course starts up at that end. I don't want to see anybody coming in here tomorrow unracking racking their bike going, which way do I go? The run course starts that way, okay? You finish the swim up there,
Over with Greg doing the
here.
race description.
Start the run up there. So it's a flow through transition area. So whatever way you're coming in, you just keep going that direction. Does that make sense? Okay, I like that collective head nod. That was good affirmation. Thank you. You go out and you do the run course. It is very well marked. Multiple water stops. It's rolling. Okay, so it's not an easy run course. When you come back up to this intersection right here at Lake Newport Road, that's about like 3 miles right there. Instead of keep going back up to where you started the run, you turn right on this little path here. Okay, you're going to come through this little turnaround circle. And you're going to finish right up here where these folks are on their bikes. Okay, that will be the finish line. There'll be a big blue arch that will say finish on it. You're done at that point. Okay? Make sure as you approach the finish line, you have your run number on the front so we can call you out. Let people know that, hey, John Smith finished. All right. Also, like I said, in case you lost your chip, we can get you in the results. At the back end of that finish line, we'll cut off your timing chip. We'll have water, drinks, plenty of food back there. That pretty much takes care of the race. Okay, we expect to do awards tomorrow. I believe we're right around 11:30, so about 2.5 hours after the last person gets to the pool. No, 10:30. I think is what I put in the pre-race announcement. So that's when awards will approximately take place. Now, this is the time where we open up.